On everyone, Sal here with a quick video, and I want to talk to you today about buying a home with no mortgage or credit check. Now, there are quite a number of videos like this on YouTube, but there's so much bullshit. I really wanted to make a video out there that cuts to the chase and clarifies what this is all about. Now, if you're someone like me, an entrepreneur, which at the time, in the beginning of middle of 2017, the way I was making money, I knew that my monthly income was X, but I couldn't show it in a way that the bank would be happy with it, right? Because as an entrepreneur, you have to have a tax record of an almost 3 to 5 years. Of course, the longer the better, to really qualify for a conventional mortgage. And I wasn't able to do that. So I had cash, but I couldn't qualify for the credit. And there are a lot of people like that, people who have a shitload of student loans, people who have a shitload of debt, but they've got the cash. They know they can make a monthly mortgage payment. So I needed to learn an unconventional way to make my dream of home ownership happen, because where I was living, it was a neighborhood that was gentrifying. The guy who owned the complex, a company, they were looking to jack up the cost of our monthly rent. And I needed to make something happen, man, because I needed more space. And I just got tired of playing the real estate, the renter game, where every month you're just kind of like, oh my God, what's my rent going to go to? What's my rent going to go to? So I read a book called Get the Deed by Alicia Cox, and I'll put that in the description. It came out in 2016, still very, very useful. And although it's geared towards more investors, the basic premise of the books will work for you to get you into a home. So here's basically the long and short of it. There are millions of people in this country who have purchased a home, 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, who are being foreclosed on, right? Now you want to get to them before they foreclose in what's called pre-foreclosure. In the home that I have, it was going into pre-foreclosure at the time. The woman owed just $72,000 on this home that is now worth about $185. Probably could sell it for more, but if I wanted to sell this home right now, I could get $185 for it. She was only 5 months behind on her on her mortgage. So they had given her literally 4 weeks until the sheriff was going to come and basically kick her out of her home. So I basically, through this book, learned that I could approach her and offer to take over her mortgage, right, with what's called a subject to agreement. So I basically paid off the 5 months she owed, which was about $5,600, and I gave her another $1,500 to move out because she didn't have any money. I mean, she was literally broke. And in exchange, I take over her payments. Now, I did agree to a purchase price with her that will give her something, right? Once if I decide to either sell the home or get conventional financing. But whatever we make above that, I'll just let you know, it was $115,000. And whatever I make above $115,000 when I decide to sell or get conventional mortgage, that comes to me, right? So it's a win-win for her and for me. And let me tell you guys something. When I realized that I can do this, I wish I did this 10 years ago, because now I can see that if I had knew this 10 years ago, I would probably never have gotten an apartment. But more importantly, now at 32, I'm like, damn, I could get 1 house, 2 house, 3 house, 4 houses, 5 houses this way. So there, and let's be honest, I have talked about this on my channel before, but it wasn't until I did the deal, and now that I've been here now almost 2 years, that I feel comfortable doing it again and again and again. I'm thinking about doing it again with another property where I feel like it's near college town and I can rent out the rooms and get the income. So I could see this being a great way that someone like yourself who's watching this can use it to either build wealth or just to get your family into a home without going through the bullshit of getting conventional financing. So it's your boy Sal, man. I'll have the link to the book in the description. Oh, and one thing too. Once you move into the home, I had, you also probably have this too, a nosy neighbor. Sorry, I got some rats, not rats, excuse me, not rats, gosh, what are they called, bunnies. Got bunnies in the thing bumping out there. I can hear them. And we got deer over here too in North Carolina. I said rats. That apartment life still fucks up with your head when you grew up in the hood. Anyway, the neighbors, right, 2 weeks after I moved in, came around. They're like, hey, I realized that your name's not on the house. So I was like, first of all, I don't remember telling you what my name was. But then, you know, because they want to know all, they basically all want to be in your business because they're trying to figure out how did you make this happen, because they didn't see a for sale sign. All they know all of a sudden is you showing up and moving into the house. So when I told them about this, about creative financing, it blew them away. They had no idea anything about it, and actually tried to look into how I made it happen, if I, you know, illegally moved into the home or whatnot. But again, once you do this deal with the homeowner, make sure you get a lawyer involved, get everything nice and tight. And that's basically where we are, man. So, because you're going to have some haters who are going to come out, particularly in the neighborhood, to try to, you know, figure out what the hell's going on. So you're going to have to make sure your paperwork is legit and sealed and filed. All right. So it's your boy Sal, man. If you have any questions, put it in the description for me. But again, read that book, Get the Deed. It'll tell you everything you need to know to take over a property, man. And you can do this over and over and over again if you got the cash. There are people all over America who are foreclosing on homes where the mortgages are like $400, $500, $600, cheaper than your rent, bro. So you can take over a mortgage. And literally, and also real quick, how I found her was that I got through Fiverr. I made a video saying, hey, if you're going to, I hired some actor on Fiverr to do a video. Hey, if you're foreclosing, I will take over your mortgage. You know, real, you know, handsome looking guy, hair slicked back, real professional. And placed the ad on Facebook, and I marketed against everybody who was following the local CBS station, right? 40 and up. So you want to make sure you're getting homeowners, right? Or people who are really, you know, about their situation, about their life, you know, I mean, just adults, right? Adults. And these people will come to you, and you want to make sure they come to you, because instead of going after them, because if they come to you, they're serious. All right. And this particular homeowner was serious about her situation, because that makes it a lot easier to negotiate, man. And we had 2 deals fall apart. So your first deal may not go through. Understand that. But again, for less than, not even $8,000, I was able to get myself into a home. So just understand that it doesn't require a lot. It just requires that you are willing to take some action to make this happen. So conventional financing is not required, people. You do not need conventional financing. You just need a willingness to kind of go out there, put yourself out there, and create a solution for somebody, because there's somebody out there that has a problem, and you are the solution, right? Regardless of the fact that you have 300 credit, 400 credit, you've got student loans, you know, you've got a, you know, income you can't verify. You are the solution to somebody's problem out there, and there's a home waiting for you, right? For you to move into, you know, and all you got to do is offer them that solution. Now, last thing, because I know I'm rambling here. Understand that the home that you might get may need a little bit of work, right? I had to replace the cabinets. I had to repaint the house, right? So I had to basically get it in the condition that I wanted it into. So don't be picky on how the inside looks. It's going to be your job to kind of make it your own. Remember, you're catching somebody at their lowest point. So don't be picky. You know, don't worry about the damn carpets. You know, you got these guys on Craigslist. They'll come to your house, $150. They'll make it look like brand new, right? So with that being said, I don't want to keep going. I might make another video about it if y'all have questions, but if not, it's your boy Sal. I'm out of here. Take care.